Good evening, lovely spirits. It's the wise servant, Mr. Solace speaking. Today I want to do this video because I want to show y'all something interesting about the eternity of life and your existence in it. I want to show you something interesting about the connection of this eternal life. But I need you to stay with me very deep. Now stay with me. On this level of life we live, you got man, woman, dog, whatever. But take yourself, for instance. Take yourself. You're a living person, a woman or a man, whatever you are watching this video, you're a woman or a man. And in our level of life that we live in, we look up above, we see the great light, which is the sun. We see the stars up above. Our world is vast, but we don't fully understand it. But we know that. We also know that we have a microcell life living within us. So this is what we know in our level of existence. We know there's a sun up above or a soul up above. And we know we have microcell life within. Now, that microcell life within you. Same for it. It's a living being, a man, woman, dog, whatever. And it looks up above and it sees its great light, which is your spirit within your brain. And it looks up above all out through its world, and it doesn't quite grasp that, but that's what it knows. And it knows it has microcell life within it. So it's the same thing. It doesn't understand the world that it's in, which is your body, but it understands that there's a great light up above that shines down. It's the source of energy. And the microcell life within you understands that it has microcell life within it. So it's the same existence. And then you have the sun or the solar system. Now it's the same for the sun or solar system. It lives in its existence amongst other suns. They look up above. They see their great light, which is the biggest sun in their galaxy, the big sun in the galaxy. And they look up and they see their great light, and their world is vast, but they don't fully understand it. But they know that. They know they have microcell life within them, which would be us. And they know that. They don't know that we have microcell life within us. That's too small to perceive, but they know they have microcell life within them. And they know when they look up above, they have a great sun, and this is the sun or the solar system. That's their perspective. Our perspective is the same. We look up, see our great light, micro life within you. It looks up within you. It sees its great light, which is your sun. Which is your spirit or your sun. And it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. All the existence is the same from their perspective. Now, what's the point? The point is this. You're repeating the same life in this existence. In this all of existence. This is what you're going through, completely oblivious to that reality. I want you to grasp. You were a microcell within your father. You left your father as a sperm cell. Went through your time of darkness and your mother came out, and you was living in the same existence as the world you just came out of. So when you was a microcell within your father and you looked up, you seen your great light. You knew you had microcells within you. You had a mother, father, kids. You lived your life same way you do here. Then you left that existence as a microcell, went into your mother, came out, and you lived in that same existence as the existence you just left. You became the same as the world you just left. The only thing is, you didn't remember that. So now you do the same things, you learn that world. It's the same perception. You look up above, you see the great light, you don't realize like, oh, I just left a body, so I'm within another bigger body. And it's the same process. I'm leaving as a sperm cell, then I'm coming out into that world. And you keep repeating the same existence, completely oblivious to the perception. So you have to grasp the allness of life. You keep being born out of the world you were just in, to live in that existence, to know the same things you knew when you just left the prior world. So you live here, you know there's a great light up above. You know you have micro cell life within you. We're very smart. We know everything. And then we die, leave this existence as a sperm cell, get a body. Now, we're a part of the world that we look up above and see. All those suns, those are people on a macro existence. And they're living their life, and you'll be a part of them now, doing the same things you were doing here, knowing the same dumb things. Oh, look at that big light up above, which would now be the galaxy that you were inside of, that body. And you just keep doing the same dumb stuff. Being born into the bigger existence, because the life is within the life. So I'm a person. I look up, I see the great light. I know I got a billion microcells within me. Now those billions of microcells within me, they look at me the same way I look at the solar that I'm in, just like y'all all do. We all the microcells within the solar looking the same dumb way as the microcells within us. Can't fully perceive the world we're in because we don't understand that worlds are bodies. So we still don't perceive this for some reason. We understand on a scientific level that there's millions and billions of microcells within us and they're living beings, but for some reason we still don't grasp, and we keep ascending, dying, being born, dying, being born, ascending through the same dumb existence repeatedly. So I want y'all to fully grasp the microcells within you. When you were a microcell within your father, you didn't look at yourself as macro or micro. You looked at yourself as the same way you look at yourself now. And you lived the same kind of extent of life. You might not have been the same person, meaning you didn't have the same parents. You probably wasn't have the same name, but you lived the same existence, where those in your existence were technologically advanced to the point where they knew they had microcell life within them. And they looked up and knew there was a great big sun called the solar system, or the solar body, and that was the great light. And just keep continuously doing the same thing repeatedly, not realizing. So when you're born into being a son, you will be completely oblivious that you're a son. In your mind, you'll be a living being with microcell life within you, looking up at the sun again, completely oblivious that you did that already on a smaller level. Grasp how deep that is. Microcells within you, they you. To them, they like, man, we got microcell life within us and we got a big sun up there. And a bunch of stars, that sun's too up there. So that's one life, and you got to understand the life is within the life. The microcells is in this same world that I'm in. So grasp. The microcells within me, they in this same world I'm in. They just cut off from this part of the existence because of my body. And it's the same with us with the solar system. We in the same world and existence the solar system is in. We just cut off from it because we inside the body. And you keep dying and coming out the body and living in that existence, and you just keep repeating the same things, meaning you never get wise enough to realize the allness in the life that you were part of. Grasp. I'm a solar system, you're a solar system. All living beings running around with microcell life within them are solar systems, meaning they're suns with planetary systems revolving around it, so to say. So they're basically suns with immune systems, basically people. So I'm a solar system, you're a solar system, the dog is a solar system. All living beings are solar systems. It's billions of us here within this solar system. And we're the microcell life within it. And it's the same with you. You're a solar system. The microcell life within you, billions of living beings, living their life completely oblivious to the fact that you're a person. And they're going to be living in the existence you're living in one day as a person, still completely oblivious that they're still living within a person. And this is the eternity of life. And every time a baby is born, that's a new universe. Are the makings and beginnings of one. Because we all just descending up, and it never stops. It's a deep thing. The microcell life within you has microcell life within it. The microcell life within that microcell life has microcell life within it. But that goes 14 levels down. But it's truly not levels, it's just within. So it's just a within thing. The world's within world. So I'm a world, you're a world. Within you, you got billions of living beings. Within me, I got billions of living beings. I'm what they would call a solar system. Your living beings within you, they would call you a solar system. Things like this. And it's a bunch of solar systems, which we are. So the microcell life within you, they're solar systems. We're solar systems. The solar system we in, that's a solar system. The galaxy that solar system is in, that galaxy is a solar system. The universe is, it's a bunch of universes within one universe, and that's a solar system. And you just keep going up and up into the bigger life. So the microcell life will come into this existence, which is the bigger life within the life. And you keep doing that, and you keep being oblivious. And I know a lot of y'all are like, man, that don't sound like a good thing. That's my point. This is hell. And y'all have to grasp that. The sooner y'all can grasp that, the quicker this existence cannot exist. See, it all boils down to reproducing. We reproduce. This expands the existence. Grasp. See, if you can understand everybody's a solar system within the larger solar system, so you have billions of solar systems packed into one big solar system. And then you have billions of those solar systems packed into one bigger solar system. So I got billions of little micro life within me, and I'm a solar system, and they're packed into me. And it's the same for you. You got billions of little micro life within you, and you're a solar system, and they're packed within you. And it's the same for us, because we're all packed in this solar system. And it's a deep thing you have to grasp. Every time a baby is born, that's a new solar system that will expand up to be its own universe. In oblivion. It's a bunch of universes completely oblivious. They look up and they see the universe or the all world they're in, and they see their great light, completely oblivious to all the levels of life within them, meaning galaxy, solar system, people, microcells, atoms, and completely oblivious. Just like you're completely oblivious to the fact that on 14 levels down, meaning 14 levels within yourself, meaning you have microcell life within you. They have microcell life within them. They have microcell life within them. 14 levels down. You're completely oblivious to that fact that if you go down to that 9th level, that's like the equivalent of going down to the microcell. Microcell, person, solar system, galaxy, universe. So say you go 6 levels down. It's the equivalent. The universe has no clue that we're on this level of life and we're like, damn, we live in a vast universe. And it's solar systems within galaxies and galaxies within the universe. And the universe has no clue we're saying this. They're on their level of life like, I'm a person. And I look up and I see my great light. And I know I got microcell life within me, which would be galaxies. And that's where it stops for them. Farther below down than that, too small to perceive. Same with us. We know we have microcell life within us, and we know they probably have microcell life within them, but we don't deal with that because that's too small to perceive. It's a waste of time. Same way, no matter how high up you get. So it's a deep thing. You're a universe, which is nothing more than a solar system. Within its solar system, on and on and on for eternity. Every time you come into the new existence, you're completely oblivious that you were the microcell life within yourself. Meaning you're completely oblivious to the fact that you were just like the microcell life within yourself. You was that inside your father at one point. You completely oblivious to that. And the reason is because you keep repeatedly living the same existence as a person with parents, have kids, you die, you come into the next existence, and you keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over, all the way up to you a universe. And even when you a universe, you still completely oblivious. And you like, I got microcell life within me. There's a sun up above. God is good. Allah is great. And it never stops. You keep doing that. Completely oblivious. And this is why you don't remember. Because you did it so many times, repeatedly, it just became a blur. It's just one time. It's not funny, but it's sad. And it's a deep thing you have to grasp. You did it so many times, it becomes just one time. So this is why when people dream, they say, man, I don't understand. The dream was all crazy and scrambled up. Because the conscious, when you awake, this is your reality. And the conscious is moving on this reality. So your conscious is focused on this reality, and it's receiving and pushing out what is real in this reality. Now, when you sleep, the body is inactive. It's not doing anything. But the conscious is still moving. So it's just pulling files of memory so that the astral can do what it needs to do. So the conscious is now just controlling the astral. And it's pulling out memories, and being as though the body is sleep, it don't see this reality we in. So the conscious don't know which reality it's in. It the same shit. So it just snatching shit from when you was a micro cell. But it's the same reality, meaning you was a person living, so it ain't really no difference. It's just levels and levels of conscious of you existing through every small, minute aspect of the life, all the way up to the big life, which truly ain't the big life. It's the same as this life, and you just keep repeatedly repeating the same thing, and it's just pulling conscious from anywhere. And this is why that happens. Because you just keep living the same existence forever. Trapped in hell. Oblivious to it. It's deep. You read stories about hell. But to live in it, it's like, no, this can't. It's hard to perceive that. And this is what it's like I can't get through to y'all. Y'all think it's a good joke. Or y'all think this is a cool thing to say, oh damn, that's a deep thing. The brother broke it down how like we in hell and but you're not really grasping how horrible this is. Y'all don't understand. It's so sad. If you could just let your mind perceive eternity so that you can grasp how many times you've been doing this. Meaning, you know you was a microcell in your father. And you left there as a sperm cell. You know that's a fact. So you know you had to exist inside of your father at one point in time, regardless if you want to admit it. That's a fact. And then you live in his existence now with him. You live here in the same existence as your father. Completely oblivious to the fact that you left, that his world was his body was your whole world at one point in time. And you used to look up at his brain from within him. And it shined like a big great sun. And you don't remember none of this. Even though you like, yeah, that do make sense. But you completely don't remember none of it. Because you keep doing the same shit. You keep being born. You keep living within the body. Being born. Completely oblivious that you just left out of a body. Which is a world. It's the deepest, most horriblest thing that y'all have to face. The facts that y'all gonna have to face. And reproducing, what keeps this existence going, it keeps it expanding. Every time a baby is born, that's a new universe. And you know, universes are large from the perspective we're at, even though we're universes. It just depends on what level of life you're looking for. And whatever level of life you're on, to you, you can say that would be the third dimension. So the solar system's in the third dimension to the solar system. And it sees how we see and it does what it does. And the microcells within us, they see the same way we see and they do what they do. And they see trees and animals and birds and they same existence. It's no difference. You know how you know that? Because the life is right within the life. It's no difference. The microcells within you, they not somewhere different. They right here. The microcells life within your girlfriend that's sitting right next to you, the billions of microcells within her, the only thing separating those living little beings from your living little beings is your bodies. Nothing more. So it's a deep thing y'all gotta grasp. You sit next to your girl, the microcell life within you, looking up at your sun within your brain, they can see hers too. It's just farther away. Like how when we look up and we see stars and some farther away. And this is what that is. They see in the life that you win from within you. But they can't perceive it because they're too small. And it's the same thing you doing. And it's keep happening. It don't never stop. So the sun just like you, looking up like a dummy. Like, oh, nah. It's the saddest, deepest thing y'all gotta grasp. Because this don't stop. The only reason we don't know what comes after a universe is because we too small to perceive. The only reason we don't know, there's microcell life within us, there's microcell life within that, 14 levels down. The reason we don't know that is because the microcell life within us is damn near too small to perceive. So to try to perceive the microcell life within them, and the microcell life that's within them, and the microcell life with all the way 14 down, because down is truly not down, it's just within. But to try to perceive that is like, I can't. It's a waste of time. And it's the same with the goddamn universe. Right now, the universe can't perceive this far down. So to the universe, it's like you. And the galaxies within it, to the universe, is nothing more than microcell life. And they look up and see their sun. And we can't perceive nothing about past the universe because it's too small to perceive. But we'll get to that point. And when we get to that point, you know the interesting thing? It'll be just like this point. We'll be like, damn, the sun is mad big and bright. And a few levels up is the universe, meaning this sun is within the galaxy and the galaxy is within the universe, and you can keep having that same perception no matter how high up you go or how deep within you go. It's always going to be the same perception, non-stop, until you learn to remember. It's the deepest thing. It's like reincarnating. Y'all reincarnating. It's the saddest, deepest thing. The deepest thing y'all need to ask yourself is, how does Solace know these things? Because the things I say are undebatable. You can't debate this. It's not even up for debate. It's just the deepest thing y'all need to grasp. That's why I said it's an interesting thing about the eternity of life that we live. Ask yourself, how do I know this? And why don't you? It's a deep thing. It's your main man, Solace. Before I go, I want to say this. Words, words, words beget lies. So blessed is the deaf man. Seeing clouds a man's perception, true perception. So blessed is the blind man. And life is truly death. The separation from the allness, the eternity. So blessed is the dead man. It's a deep thing.